Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Once upon a time, a tailor and a shoemaker both lived in the king's palace and worked for the royal family. The tailor was always happy, while the shoemaker was always miserable. Why is that? Watch out for the happiness magnets to find out the answer.
Assalamu alaikum. This means peace be upon you in Arabic, one of the official languages of the Kingdom of Morocco. Dear beautiful viewers, my name is Omar. The friendly people of the Kingdom of Morocco hope for your days to be filled with virtue and joy. Welcome to our show, The Happiness Magnets. What are happiness magnets, you may wonder? Well, these are the things that can attract happiness into our lives. Have you ever noticed that some people always seem to be happy and lucky, while others always seem miserable, complain about everything, and experience bad luck? Our story today, The Two Travelers, will illustrate this effect.
Once upon a time, there was a tailor who could make the best clothes in town. Everyone liked him, not only because of his skills, but also because he was always cheerful and willing to help others. The tailor had a neighbor, the shoemaker, who seemed to be the exact opposite. He was never happy. He was always jealous of others and wore a long, sour face every day. One day, the tailor decided to go to the capital city to find work. Along the way, he met the shoemaker.
Where are you going, neighbor?
I'm going to the capital. There is not enough to earn in this small town.
That's where I'm headed too. Let's go together.
Together, they arrived at another small town where they intended to spend the day replenishing their savings. They went about their own ways looking for work. In the evening, they met up to swap stories about their experiences. The tailor happily talked of his successful ventures and had pockets full of money. The shoemaker, however, did not attract many customers and felt defeated. The tailor generously shared his fortune and food with his friend. Soon, it was time for them to leave town.
Come on, friend. Let's continue our journey to the capital. There are wonderful opportunities awaiting us.
You always get all the luck. I don't seem to be as fortunate. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to go to the capital.
Why do you think so? Your luck will come. Trust me, I have a good feeling about this trip.
They resumed their journey across the forest to the capital where the royal family lived. There, they parted ways to pursue their own dreams. The shoemaker quickly found work at the king's palace, and the tailor created his own sewing business. Some months later, the two bumped into each other in the street.
Why, hello, old friend. I hear you are living in the palace and making shoes for the royal family. Congratulations. I am so happy for you.
Yes, my luck has finally come. See this bag? It's full of riches. I've been very successful at the palace.
I am working hard to be as successful as you are, old friend. At the moment, I'm heading to the forest to gather food. With the rent I have to pay for my shop, I can't even afford a loaf of bread. But I am confident that I will find something in the forest. All will be well.
The shoemaker was satisfied that he was doing better than his old neighbor and did not offer him any assistance. The tailor smiled back and walked on. In the forest, he saw a flock of ducks swimming in a pond. He managed to catch one and was about to take it home to make a meal. The duck then pleaded,
"Please don't kill me. I have children. If you eat me, my children will lose their mother forever. Please let me go, and I will repay your kindness one day."
The tailor didn't have the heart to kill the mother duck, so he let her go and continued searching for food in the forest. Looking up at a tree, he saw a huge beehive and planned to get some honey for a meal. As he was approaching the hive, the queen bee spoke to him.
"Please don't take our honey and destroy our home. If you do, we will starve and die this winter. We've worked relentlessly to collect this honey and build this hive. If you spare us today, we will be very grateful and repay your kindness one day."
The tailor didn't have the heart to steal the honey and disturb the bee family, so he bowed to the queen bee and continued searching. Soon afterwards, he came across some fruit trees, berry shrubs, and herbal plants. The tailor was excited and gathered enough ingredients for a nourishing salad, which he enjoyed with a big loaf of bread offered by his kind new neighbor. Thus, the tailor ended his day with a wonderful vegan meal. Thinking of the animals and their families that he encountered in the forest, he vowed to be vegan from then on.
The kind tailor chose to be hungry rather than ruin the lives of other creatures, and he was well taken care of in the end. Let's listen to a song to remind ourselves not to lose heart and to stay positive even when things are not going well.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Let's continue with our story. Eventually, the tailor's sewing shop became prosperous. Everyone talked about the new tailor who offered the best suits with a smiling face and a kind demeanor. Eventually, the royal family heard of him and appointed him as their royal tailor.
When the shoemaker heard the news about his old neighbor, he became discontented. Feeling jealous of the tailor's popularity, he began to think of ways to sabotage the tailor's reputation. He then told the king blatant lies about him. One day, the king ordered the guards to bring the tailor before him.
"Tailor, I heard that you claimed you could find a missing royal crown within 24 hours. I order you to find a crown as you have claimed. If you fail, you must leave the city forever."
Hearing the king's order, the tailor was saddened. Not knowing how to find the old crown that he had never seen, he packed his belongings and prepared to leave the city. Arriving in the forest, he came across the ducks in the pond again.
Why do you look so sad?
The king ordered me to find his lost crown within 24 hours or leave the city. I have no idea what it looks like or where to even start my search.
Wait, my friend, don't worry. I'll help you. I have seen this crown. It is at the bottom of the pond. I can retrieve it for you.
Thanks to his duck friend, the tailor delivered the crown to the king the very next day. The king was very pleased and rewarded the tailor with a lot of gold. The success of the tailor made the shoemaker even more bitter. Once again, he went to the king to spread more rumors about the tailor. The king ordered the guard to bring the tailor before him once more.
Tailor, I heard that you have claimed that you could make a miniature sculpture of this palace from wax within 24 hours. I order you to prove your claim. If you fail, you will be imprisoned for the rest of your life.
Unsure of what to do, the tailor found himself wandering back into the forest. He came across a big tree, sat down, and looked up. There was the hive he had spared. The queen bee flew out and asked him why he looked so sad. The tailor told her what the king had demanded of him.
Worry not, my friend. My family and I will help you. Just go home and come back tomorrow at this time.
The bees immediately flew to the palace to study its architecture and structural details. After memorizing all the details, they worked on creating the wax sculpture. The next day, the tailor returned to the forest and found a perfect wax miniature of the palace made by the bees. He brought it to the king right away. The king was very impressed and favored the tailor even more. This made the shoemaker feel depressed, and his sour face grew even longer.
In the end, the tailor went on to enjoy a prosperous, happy life, while the shoemaker remained miserable, even though they both lived in the same palace. So, you see, our optimism and virtue attract good things into our lives. They are the happiness magnets. This is a beautiful lesson from the story. Let's remember to remain optimistic and be good, no matter what happens in life. Let's keep on smiling, be optimistic, and do good. May happiness and luck be with you always. We welcome your ideas and feedback to help us improve our program, Kids Wonderland. Please send them via suprememastertv.com/KW. Right, viewers, thank you for watching our program, The Happiness Magnets on Kids Wonderland.
Up next is The Kind Bowl Vegan Cafe's Singaporean Fusion Cuisine, Part 1 of 2, Fried Banana Blossoms and Vegan Crab Rice Noodles, right after Noteworthy News.
We wish your days to be filled with excitement and success in whatever noble things you aspire to do.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/KW.